y'all, it's Casey with Russo Resells. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Casey. I am a full-time online reseller and I sell on platforms such as eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, and Curtsy. I do want to actually start off by saying thank you so much for being here. I did recently have an influx of viewers. I am a slow growing channel and I really appreciate any and all people who come by and watch my videos. I truly appreciate it. I started this channel actually as a video diary for myself, and I wanted to make it public because I know that that's how I learn, and if I could help anybody, that would be fantastic. As always, I apologize for my appearance. I am going to be playing tennis within the next hour, so I do want to get these shown to you so I can package them up and after tennis ship them off. So we're going to be going through the sales from Saturday, April 18th. I had 2 sales when we left off on our last What Sold video. And yesterday, Sunday, April 19th, I also had 2 sales. So let's go ahead and hop into them. The first sale on Saturday is a great one. It's by Wooden Ships, which is a great brand to be on the lookout for. This, I believe, was sold at a boutique near the beach. I do live in Southern California, so we have a lot of them. And this brand can also be sold at Anthropologie. This is the second time I am selling the exact same sweater, just in a different color. This is a orange Good Witch knit sweater. It is absolutely adorable, and I believe it to be new without tags because it still does have the little thread where the tag was held. But I'm very happy with that pickup. I picked it up for about $5 at a half off Salvation Army sale. And I posted that on Poshmark for $65. The comps were very high, and I believe I did price mine pretty competitively. My Nifty sent out 20% off offers to likers of $52, and one of those likers did counter at $40. And because we are nowhere near October and I only paid $5 for the sweater, I did decide to go ahead and accept that. My fees to Poshmark were $8, and I turned $5 into $32, which I will gladly do any day. Now, the last and next item to sell for Saturday is by Lucky Brand, and these also were at a half off Salvation Army sale. They are new with tags, and they are a jean Bermuda short. I believe that Bermudas are actually back in style, so I was very happy to pick these up, and at a cost of goods for only $4, I really couldn't pass them up. I did price them very reasonably on Depop for $25, and an interested buyer sent me an offer of $20. I gladly accepted. I did have that item boosted, so those fees were $2.40. My fees to Depop were $1.51, and I turned $4 into $16.09. The first item to sell yesterday on Sunday is a free to me item from Neiman Marcus. This is a really cute straw cosmetic clutch. Has the cutest little tassel on the zipper. And I say free to me because my mother-in-law and I buy a lot of our cosmetics from Neiman Marcus and or Nordstrom, and we get a lot of free gifts with purchases. So this is one of them. We actually got, I believe, 2 or 3. So I did go ahead and list this one on Poshmark for $15. My Nifty sent out 20% off offers to likers of $12, and one of those likers did accept. My fees to Poshmark were $2.95, and I made a profit of $9.05 that will help with our cosmetic purchase. Now, the last item to sell yesterday is by Tahari, and usually this is a brand that I don't pick up. However, this is a linen blend eyelet cardigan, and it was at a half off Salvation Army sale for about $4. I absolutely love like this slate blue color, and I knew it would sell for summer. So very coastal transitional piece. So I priced that on Poshmark for $30, and my Nifty sent out 20% off offers to likers of 24. One of those likers did counter at 20, which I gladly accepted. My fees to Poshmark were $4, and I turned $4 into 16. So very happy to do so. Now I'm going to go ahead and package these up, go to tennis and ship them out. And I will actually be back, not in this video, but I will be filming a Salvation Army haul for you all. So very excited about that. I hope to hop back on within the next couple days to show you a few more sales. Hey y'all, welcome back. It is now Wednesday, April 22nd, and when we left off, it was Monday, April 20th. After we left off that day, I had 3 more sales, and then yesterday, Tuesday, April 21st, I also had 3 sales, and it's only about 8:15 in the morning. You guys probably know I'm trying to get this done before I go play tennis, as you can tell by the hair. But I only had 1 sale this morning, which I'm actually not mad about because it is so early in the morning. So let's go ahead and jump into the sales. So the first sale that we had on Monday when we left off is this Atlantic Pacific Lake collab. And my Salvation Army had a ton of these at their half off Salvation Army sale, I want to say 4 to 6 months ago, and I had to pick them up. We all know that Lake does very well, or is a great pajama brand, and it is this beautiful new without tags white and kind of salmon colored striped sleep dress. I absolutely love this. It definitely reminds me of the Hamptons for some reason, very old money coastal aesthetic. So I did want to pick all of them up, and I did. I actually think I left a few because I didn't want to be that person to just take all the good stuff. So I did grab, I want to say 5 to 8 of them, and I listed them for $49.99 plus $10 ship. I was reaching for the stars on this one because I didn't see any comparables. So I think that is a little too high, and in a couple months I might drop the price down. I did have an offer of $25 plus $10 ship, and I did go ahead and accept that because this is the first out of the 8 to sell. It cost me $7.52 to ship. I did have it promoted, so those fees were $1.91. My fees to eBay were $5.25, and I did get that for about $5 at that half off Salvation Army sale, if I didn't say so already. So I turned $5 into $20.32. Very happy to see that go. And by selling one of them, I've already paid for 4. So if I can sell the rest, that would be fantastic. Now, the next sale to go through that day is these, I don't know if you're going to be able to see. They're called Vivo Barefoots. These are a very trendy brand, and actually one of the only brands of shoes that my husband now wears. These are in fantastic condition. They do just need to be washed up. He did not use these a lot because he simply didn't like the style. I'm not sure why. He does have a bunch others, so I'm not going to complain about that. And because they are so popular, we decided to go ahead and list them on eBay. I only had them listed for 2 days and they sold instantly. So that tells you that I probably priced them a little low, but I am still happy with a quick flip. So I priced those on eBay for $99.99 plus $10 ship. A buyer came in and used my 18% off coupon I have running in my eBay store. They paid $81.99 plus $10 ship. It cost me $6.37 to ship. They live, I believe, in Las Vegas, and I'm located in California, so shipping was pretty low, which is great. We did have them promoted, so those fees were $4.94. Our fees to eBay were $12.96. My husband probably has 100 to 150 into these, I believe. So we recouped a cost of $67.72, which is great. He no longer uses them. We would have donated them anyway, so happy to recoup any money that we can. The last item to sell on Monday is pretty basic, and I actually didn't sell it for a lot of money, but it is by Quince, and I absolutely love selling this brand. I picked it up at a $2.99 Salvation Army sale. It is just this heathered gray kind of muscle tank. And although it was pretty basic, I knew I could at least get a couple dollars out of it, and that's exactly what I did. I posted that up on Poshmark for 15, and my Nifty sent out 20% off offers to likers of 12. One of those likers did counter at 8, and I gladly accepted that. My fees to Poshmark were $2.95, and I made exactly a couple dollars by making a profit of $5.05. Very happy to get that out the door. I really never thought that would sell, and as you can tell, I probably won't pick up a piece like that again. Now, the first item to sell yesterday on Tuesday is this lovely Lily Pulitzer little girl's dress. This is absolutely adorable. It has this ruffle sleeve and this beautiful contrast hem. I actually just picked this up a week or two ago at a great thrift store down by the beach that I don't frequent a lot, but I love to go because they have great pieces like this. I did price this on eBay for $39.99 plus $5 ship, and a buyer came in and used my 18% off coupon, and they paid $32.79 plus $5 ship, which I think is fantastic for a little girl's piece. It cost me $5.77 to ship. I did have it promoted, so those fees were $1.89. My fees to eBay were $5.20, and I made a profit of $24.93. I believe I paid about $5 for that. However, my average cost of goods that day was about $11 or $12, so I did double my money, and with that, I am very happy to do that pretty much all day, every day. Now, the next item to sell yesterday, I am very, very happy with. It is by Denim & Supply, Ralph Lauren. This is new with tags. It actually has the little care tag right here. It is this beautiful light wash jean jacket, and it has this really cute paneling at the collar. Obviously, you can tell it is distressed, but I took pictures of everything, and that's how this piece comes, I believe. And there were a lot of high comps for this, so I felt very comfortable purchasing that at a buy sell trade for $25. I know that is a lot of money. However, in the grand scheme of things, I was happy to do that because I doubled my money, which is right what I'm looking for. So I priced that at $79.99 plus $10 ship, and my Nifty sent out 18% off offers to likers of $65.59 plus $10 ship. And one of those, I think I just said likers, but I meant watchers. One of those watchers on eBay did go ahead and accept that. It cost me exactly $10 to ship. My fees to eBay were exactly $10, and I turned $25 into $55.59. So I a little more than doubled my money, which is fantastic. I know that it is scary paying up for some items, but sometimes it does pay off. The last item to sell yesterday is actually coming out of my own closet, and I did thrift it for about $4 or $5. It is this pair of Torrid jeans. I don't even know why I purchased these, because even at my highest weight, I was only an 18 and these are a 20. So these are a little too big now. I am now, I want to say a size 10 or 12, depending on the jeans. So I'm very excited to get these out of my closet. They are a really nice pair of stretchy pull-on jeans, but they are skinny, they are distressed at the hem, and they're really just not in style. So I did price them pretty reasonably at $25 on Poshmark, and my Nifty sent out 20% off offers to likers of 20, and one of those likers did accept. My fees to Poshmark were $4, and like I said, I thrifted these originally for myself for $4 or $5, so I turned that into 16, which I am very, very thrilled with. Now, the lonesome item that sold this morning is a pair of couponing items. So it is this Dickinson's Pore Perfecting Toners. And I was actually just thinking about these the other day because the eyebrow threading place I go to uses witch hazel to kind of go over your eyebrows after they're done, and I thought that they would be able to use these. I was going to pull them and then take them with me the next time I went. So I'm happy that I didn't do that the last time I went, which was, I want to say, last week, because these ended up selling. And I actually got, I want to say, about 6 of these for free couponing, which is fantastic. And I listed them on eBay for $18.99 plus free ship, and a buyer came in and purchased them outright. It cost me $6.44 to ship. These are a little heavy. With the box, they're going to be 4 pounds, so I'm very happy that the buyer was in California, just like me. My fees to eBay were $3.05, and I turned free to me items into $9.50. I do want to delist the rest of these and see if my eyebrow place will take them. I'm a little hesitant because I'm not sure how that will go, but I can always list them again if they don't want to take them for any reason. That was a very long story for 2 little items, but I appreciate you guys being here always. I'm going to go ahead and package these up and ship them off, go play some tennis, and get some work done today. I hope you all do the same and you have a fantastic day. I hope you are having fantastic thrifting and fantastic sales. Until next time, my friends. Bye.